Constantly battling for the title of richest man in the world, Jeffrey Preston Bezos needs to make sure he's riding in luxury. Let's take a look at the $165 billion man's car collection. Let's kick it off with the unicorn of supercars, the Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. Only 3 of these monstrosities were made, and Jeffrey has one of them. The Trevita name comes from the Swedish term meaning 3 whites, due to the special white carbon fiber weave. That white carbon fiber is the reason only 3 of these vehicles were made, since the process to manufacture the special fiber is extremely complex and requires a tremendous amount of time. This car literally shines like a diamond in the sunlight as it speeds on by as it hits 62 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds. The stampede of 1,018 horses under the hood will shake the ground as they sprint past you in a blur. Just being able to see this beauty in the wild would be an absolute pleasure, let alone being able to call one your own. The Trevita has many reasons it stands out in a crowd, but something that catches our eye are the doors, which are known by the founder as dihedral synchrohelix actuation system, which causes the doors to open at a perfect 90-degree angle. Topping out at 254 miles per hour, we see the value of this car only increasing since it is extremely rare. However, this one set Jeffrey back $4.8 million. Jeffrey woke up in a new Bugatti. Or maybe he thought that he passed out in the kitchen. I mean, look at the interior of the Bugatti Veyron Mansory. The clean white aesthetic mixed with what looks like gray granite is reminiscent of many high-profile mansions. However, Jeffrey will quickly realize he isn't home when he pushes the gas and it hits 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds. Underneath the hood is an 8-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, which is one of the most powerful engines in the world. This Bugatti, that looks like it came straight out of a movie set in the future, tops out at 253 miles per hour and costs $3.5 million. The manufacturer behind this next car says it will feel like flying on the road. The Lamborghini Veneno Roadster looks like a transformer. Bumblebee? Did you get some upgrades? The Roadster takes the aerodynamic efficiency of a racing prototype and puts it on our everyday roads. It probably loses value with every normal car it passes. Wouldn't want to get too much pour on it. The reason Lamborghini states the Roadster will feel like flying on the road is because it is characterized by optimal aerodynamics in order to guarantee stability in fast curves, like a prototype for a racing car. This vehicle was based off the Aventador and was created to celebrate Lamborghini's 50th anniversary, which also means only 9 examples were produced. The design is so sharp it looks like you could accidentally get a cut while running your hand on the sleek body. With a 6.5-liter aspirated V12 engine, the Roadster can reach top speeds of 220 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour in just under 3 seconds, and is worth $5 million. When us normal people own anything that had a limited production run, we are lucky if it's simply 1 out of 100. When Jeffrey Preston Bezos owns something limited, it is much rarer, and can be 1 of 6, like the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. Unlike the aggressive design of previous cars we have discussed so far, this Ferrari throws it back to the 60s and 70s, with a cleaner and sleeker design that gets straight to the point. You can still tell it's an expensive sports car without feeling like it's going to eat you for dinner. It was designed to celebrate Sergio Pininfarina's 60th anniversary working with Ferrari. This car shares the same dashboard, console, and steering wheel with the Ferrari 458 Spider, and can reach 62 miles per hour in 3.4 seconds. However, the body of the Pininfarina is made out of carbon fiber, which makes it about 330 pounds lighter than the 458 Spider. At the time of release, this vehicle cost over $3 million. Luxury sports cars are often compared to fictional vehicles that are prevalent throughout pop culture, and that is usually done just for dramatic effect. However, the Lykan Hypersport legitimately looks more akin to the Batmobile than a car the non-vigilante former CEO of Amazon would drive. Is there something you want to tell us, Jeffrey? The Hypersport is a Lebanese limited production sports car that will turn heads as it speeds on by, hitting 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds. If your eyes are good enough, maybe you'll see the glisten of the 440 15-karat diamonds that line the headlights. Only 7 of these bad boys were made, and the incredible performance is due to its 3.7-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine that unleashes 780 horsepower. The Lykan Hypersport comes in at $4 million and also took center stage in the 7th installment of the Fast and the Furious series. I guess when you don't want to be the center of attention, you bust out the 2020 Cadillac Escalade for your coffee runs. While this is still a car to strive for, it's not ultra rare, nor did it go through limited production, so it feels less special compared to some of the previously mentioned cars. However, the Cadillac Escalade is a classic vehicle for the rich and famous to roll up to special events in. You can't beat consistency with the V8 engine, 10-speed automatic transmission, and 420 horsepower. This big body vehicle will get you wherever you're going comfortably, and will still make a statement while doing so. The 2020 Cadillac Escalade cost $64,000. Ah, the family vehicle. It's apparent that once you become a parent, sometimes luxury and flashiness has to take a back seat for a more traditional vehicle the whole family can cram into. The 2018 Land Rover Range Rover accomplishes just that for the Bezos family. This is the only vehicle in Jeffrey's collection that he could take off-road if he were so inclined. But I don't think a man worth billions of dollars does a lot of rustic camping. Even Bezos knows you can't go wrong with the Land Rover Range Rover. A 2018 model will cost around $53,000. You didn't think we'd forget about the cream of the crop vehicle that Jeffrey owns, did you? The car that Kelley Blue Book gives a 4.6 out of 5, Edmunds a 4.5 out of 5, and Cars.com gives 4.6 out of 5 is none other than the 1997 Honda Accord. That's right, at a time when Bezos was worth a measly $10 billion, he bought this exquisite vehicle. All the other flashy cars move out of the way when the Accord gallops by with a whopping 145 horsepower. The power locks are powerful, the air conditioning is bone-chilling, and let's not forget the pinnacle of vehicle technology, the AM/FM cassette radio. You can really crank out the jams on this bad boy. Being one of the most high-profile people on the planet, it's no surprise that Bezos owns a few inconspicuous vehicles among his jaw-dropping and ultra-rare collection. It's all about balance. Breaking necks isn't really necessary at the grocery store or on the way to an Amazon board meeting, now is it, Jeffrey?